Welcome to the vlog this week. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I want to give everyone fair warning that this week, this is not a happy vlog. If you're in a happy place, if you're in a good mood, you probably will want to skip this vlog completely and just wait till the next week, where hopefully it will be happier. For those of you that don't know, we lost our dog who was like a child to us, and that was absolutely huge. And so this week in this vlog you'll see that when I did film, it's like I'm crying every time I'm filming. I just cry. Just cry every single day. And some people will not understand if they haven't lost a pet that was their own, that was really close to them. I just want to give you warning before you start watching this that it is not happy like my other vlogs. So if you're new to the channel, then you'll want to check out another vlog, or you'll want to wait till next week because there was just a lot of raw emotion this week, and so I've kept vlogging and filmed it because this is part of our lives and this is what we're going through right now.
I just wanted to get on here really quick and say thank you so much to Tree. She sent me a $10 Target gift card for the 100th day of school. I will definitely go get some more storage bins for my classroom with this $10. I have been needing some more. Thank you so much.
Did your school celebrate the 100 days of school?
We could have, if we wanted to in our classrooms. Mainly it was a big kindergarten thing. They all dressed up like old people and did a parade, and so we all watched their parade. It was really cute.
So we started out the week with Ashley getting the card from Tree, and I want to show you the card because Ashley didn't think to show the card, but that was very, very sweet of you, and we appreciate it. We didn't check the P.O. box for a couple of days because on my birthday Guido died, our dog. And so we just went to the P.O. box today. So these things were there for my birthday. They were probably there on my birthday, but we didn't go. So this is a card from Sheila. Sheila, thank you very much. Sheila had also sent me some cookies for my birthday. And this is from Deborah. So thank you very much, Deborah. And then this one is from Jane. And so thank you all very, very much. I really appreciate your birthday wishes. Even though it's been very sad, and I'm still very, very sad. We're just, we're moving right along, and you know, you have to keep trucking. So, Sarah has sent me a box. Sarah in California. The box actually had her mom's name on it, Nancy. So thank you, Nancy, for mailing it.
Now, should you get the stuff out first or look at her letter first?
We'll get the stuff out first. Okay. Ooh, okay.
I think there's a couple of them.
Granola. Wow. Okay, I've never seen this brand.
Yeah, that's one too.
This is... I'm trying to get it to where you can see it. This is, I'm trying to see where maybe it's from too. Lucerne Foods in
Open Nature.
Pleasanton, California. So
is
yeah.
the name Open Nature?
Open Nature,
yeah.
Okay. Granola, this is blueberry flax, and this is maple pecan.
It's either the company name or that's the slogan, Open Nature.
Yeah, that,
I don't know.
that must be the name of the company. Okay, I like granola anyway. And these are, thank you for sending these, because this is the new Kind Bar. This is a creamy peanut butter. Kevin and I spotted a box of these in one store in Lexington. It was a Walmart in Lexington, but it was a huge box. It was a box of, I don't know how many there were, but it was like an $8 box. And I thought, that's okay. Kevin, I said, I'm gonna try to find that either in a smaller box or in a single bar. And I have not been able to find either. So I really appreciate you sending us these to try. And you would think that Kind Bar would have, forever had a peanut butter bar. This is a kind nut butter, and you would just think that that would have been something that was out all this time, but it's not. It's new for them, so I cannot wait to try that. And I'm still looking for, in case anyone's curious, I'm still looking for the ones that you can only get in the refrigerated section, the kind bars. Never seen those here. And they also have some new kind, they're called creamy, but I haven't seen those here either. So just know I am still looking for things that you all told me about. These are Justin's Maple Cashew Butter Covered Cashew. I have not seen these. Mm-hmm. I know Target sells a lot of Justin's, but I haven't seen those at Target.
I'm sure she talks about what these are in the letter.
Yum.
And explains this.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Koopa Cafe.
Koopa or Cuppa.
This looks absolutely, this looks like a poppy seed, and this looks like a lemon, mm-hmm. and then this looks like a pecan, maybe a, I don't know, brown butter pecan.
Well,
I don't know.
I'm sure she says it.
We'll see. And the cup, or is it cup? It's not cup because it's not CUP. It's like Koopa Cafe. This compostable cup is made in California, so you can put it in your compost pile.
Yeah.
Okay. This is,
like I said, I'm sure the letter will talk about
On the Rocks chocolate cold brew cordials. We had bought, I think 2 or 3 of these, because we did one in one video and then 2 in another video. We found these at the Fresh Market, and they're really expensive, but they're really, really good too. So we have not tried this one before, so that will be very fun to try. This is JCO. 1 bar equals 1 serving to 1 in need. Seattle Chocolate Company. www.jco JCOCO, so J Coco chocolate.com.
J Coco.
J Coco. I don't know. Okay. This is Amazing Taste Grace's Best sunflower seeds and rolled oats cookies. They look really, this looks like something you would find at Whole Foods. So, yeah, that'll be very fun to try.
She got her printer out again and printed out this letter.
Her handwriting is so...
Oh, it's very, I mean, this is like a draftsman, the old school draftsman writing up stuff and documents and stuff. That's how neat your handwriting is. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's incredibly neat.
I wanted to see...
I'm trying not to peek. Oh. You want to see what this is?
I was wanting to see if it said anything about it.
Okay. I'm just going to open it right now.
Purchased from a local shop called Present.
Okay. So there won't be a picture of this.
When we told the owner they were for a friend's birthday, he insisted to wrap them. Like
in Love Actually. Ah, Mr. Bean in Love Actually.
Just a little more flourish.
And
it's just gonna be over soon. Just a slight.
Yeah, and that guy just wants to get out of there. He desperately wants it to be over.
Well, he's trying to buy something behind his wife's back.
Yeah, so. And he wants to go
if you haven't seen the
quickly, and Mr. Bean just keeps adding stuff to it. And then when he finally does have the present in his...
He walks off.
Well, but he doesn't... There's no packaging, if you'll recall.
Yeah, he didn't go back to him and get the packaging.
No, he must have gone to somebody else because he ends up with just the box with no added embellishments. Oh, Bert's Bites? Made with love in San Francisco. Crunchy maple snack. A wholesome and hearty mix of flakes, puffs, and cranberries.
So it's like a trail mix.
No nuts.
No, give me well.
Hi, I'm Roberta of Bert's. Roberta Burt. Okay, well, we'll read about it when we do the review. But that is so nice because This one says no nuts. This one does have nuts. It's nice because I get so many people that watch the reviews that say, oh, I would love to be able to try that, but I can't have it because it has nuts. So this is a product, this is nice that you sent this because it doesn't have any nuts in it. So thank you very much. I've never heard of these before. And there's another one? Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Yeah, you notice he's gonna, go ahead, you can start this one because it took me forever to be able to do it.
She doesn't know how to untie a bow.
It was tight, okay?
It was.
This is nice that they do this for you. And it also tells me it was probably expensive because they did this. Ooh, yum. Funky Chunky birthday cake. Thank you. So, birthday cake for the birthday. Sarah has sent us some Funky Chunky before, and this is dangerous stuff. Yes, it's delicious. She said, hi, Tammy and Kevin. First, a big happy birthday to Tammy. I hope you enjoy these items. The things that are wrapped were purchased from a local shop called Present. When we told the owner they were for our friend's birthday, he insisted to wrap them. The bakery items in the clear packaging are from a local coffee shop called,
that's really cool.
Koopa Cafe. Okay, I gotcha. I included their cup so you could see their logo. No, I appreciate that.
Cool.
The items are a pecan bar, a lemon poppy seed loaf, and iced lemon loaf. I hope you have a wonderful year ahead, and as always, if you see anything you would want me to send, just let me know. Bless for your friendship. Love, Sarah. Thank you very, very, very much. I really appreciate this. We will, the first thing we will try, of course, will be the breads because I would worry about them going off quicker. Yeah. But just know that it will, it's going to be a few weeks before you see any of this stuff. And that's because Kevin and I have been reviewing a lot. With us spending over $700 at Jungle Gems, we've had it's a lot of stuff. And with friends that send me things, it adds to that. So if we don't do reviews every single day and do several, usually we've done them in the morning, we've done them in the afternoon, but you know, we just do them at different times of day. And so we have a lot of reviews coming out. But for me, the biggest thing for me is I'm trying to make all the videos that were before Guido passed away, where you can hear him, his little claws clicking across the floor, or him snoring, or you can see him. Once I have made the video and I upload it, I don't remember if he's in the video or not, because we make so many videos that it's like, unless it was a vlog or something, then I'm gonna assume he's not in it. So unless someone comments, oh, I hear Guido, or I see Guido, or something like that, then I don't even know that Guido's in it. But what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to get all those videos out first, because those, you know, I don't want to dwell in that. I've done really well today. I haven't cried. Haven't cried all day long. I've had people send me stuff, and just recently in last week's vlog you would have seen that I received some stuff. So it's gonna be a little while, just because I do want to get those videos out.
But we do appreciate it. Great.
Oh, I appreciate it so much. I mean, I know you spent a fortune. I bet you these were very, very expensive. And no, it's not that I don't appreciate it greatly. I think, I know Sarah understands, because Sarah just lost her own dog. Mm-hmm. So, and I never realized, I really didn't. I felt bad for people that lost pets, but I never had a dog of my own that was my dog, that was with me every single day, except for the times we've gone on vacation, that was with me every single day, that lived with me. I've never experienced the death of a dog like that. Guido was like my riding buddy. I would take him in the car when Ashley was in elementary school. and Andrew was in middle school. He would go in the car with me every day to pick them up, and we would sit out in the car together. And, you know, he was just my buddy every single day. So I never knew the emotion that it's in. My mom, we grew up, we had 2 Shetland sheepdogs. They look like a miniature collie. They're called Shelties. And we had one named Stanley and one named Max. And then they did have a full-size collie, and his name was Buddy.
Yeah, big dog.
And I'm gonna be honest, I felt bad that they had died, but I never cried, or I never felt, I wasn't close to them at all. They weren't my dogs. Even though I lived with Stanley and Max, they weren't my dogs. So it just didn't affect me like that. But to think that my mom went through what I'm going through now, 3 times, it's absolutely heartbreaking. You had dogs?
I did, but I was so young when I had dogs. I didn't have dogs when I got a little older.
And did they pass?
Well, some of them ran away and got caught by the dog people. And after Dad rescued it 10 times, paying a fee, the last time he said, "I'm not going to get him again."
Right.
Because
he keeps running. Yeah. Until you have it happen, until you experience it yourself, you just don't know the torture that it is, you know? So, I am sorry. I apologize right now for spewing this, you know, bringing this up, because I am very happy about this. But that's just what's going on right now. And I will get past it. I will move on. I told Kevin, I said, I feel so sorry for you. And he's like, don't feel bad. He said, it'll take as long as it takes. And he said, he lived with you every day. You know, he was with you every day. So, you know, Kevin has been such a blessing. And
everybody grieves differently, you know.
Right. He's been so understanding. And I mean, I know you're upset too.
Yeah.
But it's just different.
It's just different.
It's a different way of grieving. Mm-hmm. So everybody just has their own way. But thank you. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate it. All that to say, it might be the beginning of March. That might be how long it is before you see these reviews. But I promise I haven't forgotten any of you. I know Eleanor sent me some things last week, and I don't want anybody to think that their stuff has been forgotten, because it hasn't been, and we appreciate it so much. But I do want to get the Guido videos out first. Okay, I should be too embarrassed to show you this, but I'm not, because I bet your keyboard looks like this at home too, and you don't realize it looks like this. So Kevin took the keys off of his keyboard, and he is cleaning them. He's letting them soak, and we are getting ready to clean the keyboard out. So we just need to get all this dust out of there. It's amazing that this is under your keyboard. And so mine looks completely fine, my keyboard, but I guarantee you it looks just like this. So pretty disgusting. And it's amazing too, when he has opened up his case, how much hair is in the case, just because of course I vacuum and stuff, but it blows in there and you have to vacuum it out. It's amazing. So pretty disgusting though. So here is how it looks after, and it's all clean. How did you clean it?
Just this dusting pad and this little plastic thing.
It's completely
Stick it
clean.
in there, you know, stick this in there.
What are you soaking the keys in? Because somebody probably asked.
Just warm dishwashing liquid. Just warm, a very, very warm, I mean, not even warm really, just semi-warm water and just a touch of dishwashing liquid. You soak them for a while, then you might have to scrub a little bit of the dirt off, and then rinse them really, really, really good, and then you got to dry them really, really good, because you don't want to put wet keys back on here.
Right. So Kevin had put the keys in this bowl. This is probably going to be loud. But what he did was, he's going to lay these out to dry. But if you're wondering how he knows where to put the keys back, it's he took a picture. So he has a picture on his phone. So you're going to turn them over so that all the water can go out, dry out. So you don't care where they're at now. You just want to.
Yeah.
You just want to lay them out, right?
Yeah, just from the drain.
How often should you do this?
Oh, I mean, how long's it been? 5 years?
I don't think you've ever cleaned out these.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's been 5 years since I bought it.
These little ones you can't get to. There we go.
Yeah, those are tea done.
I don't know how these are going to be dry by tonight.
They may not be. I'll dry them all. I'll come in here and tap them.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll get most of the water out from underneath them. Back in the day, back when the keys were a little thicker than this, we would use a hairdryer on just cold. Not hot, just cold. So you would, because if you put it on hot, you warp the keys.
Right.
But you put it on cold and just blow dry them, basically. And we had a guy that would work on our keyboards at the computer place I worked at, and he had a little tumble dryer, but it only blew cold air. But it was just like a small, almost looked like one of those stone tumblers, but it was big enough to hold a keyboard full of keys, and that thing would tumble air around them and dry them off. It was pretty cool.
You better pray that Chapel doesn't realize these are up here.
I might lay a towel over top of them. I might lay another layer of paper towels on top of them. Yeah, because you're right.
Yeah,
He
because
likes to knock things
yeah,
over.
I can see. I mean, I don't think he gets up here very rarely
It's
anymore.
Okay, I can take this and actually lay on top of
But
it.
he used to. And
I can do this and get the tops of them anyway. Yeah, once these dry, then I'll stick them back on.
so Kevin is using his cheat sheet, which is his phone, to
Put it back.
so I guess you took pictures in bundles,
I did that and then,
like sections. Yeah, I see.
yeah.
And so, how do you get them on there? Do you just press them?
Yeah, you line up there's like 4 pins, and they go in the 4 little slots all around.
Oh, and you just like
And
press down.
yeah, you
and
just got to be
that's
careful not to bend them.
it. And that's it.
But these are still a little wet, so I'm letting them dry a little bit more. These were pretty dry.
Right. So I wanted to let you all know that Screamin' Sicilian, we had reviewed the 4 from the Zabruski line, which are made with beer. And during my first video, I said, I wonder what beer they're using because they didn't have the beer on the box. Well, Screamin' Sicilian saw those videos, or at least they saw one of the videos, and they contacted me back and said that, what did they say? They have adjusted the packaging graphics to then very shortly they will include the logo of the beer brand.
Because they didn't have the licenses worked out.
Right, they didn't have the licenses worked out at the time. So he said, unfortunately, I can't divulge the name quite yet since the contract isn't officially signed. They're expecting it very shortly though. And he said, I can say that it is a very well-known brand that is brewed in Wisconsin, and it fits in with our craft pizza image. So if he had told me, I would have kept that email to myself. I would never give away company secrets or anything like that if they had told me something private. But so I wanted you all to know that that when you get the Zabruski pizzas in your area, that they will have the name of the beer on there, and it shouldn't be too long before we find out. And hopefully, we're still hoping that it's not too long before they come to our area, because we really, really enjoyed them a lot. Ashley's getting ready to make some potatoes, and she found the biggest potato we've ever seen. Now, I have big hands, but there's Ashley's hands. This is a huge, massive, I buy jumbo potatoes, and I've never gotten a potato that big before.
These are the jumbo russets.
Yeah, that is a huge, that's like, it's heavy. It feels like it weighs 2 pounds. That feels pretty heavy. I'm gonna weigh this potato. So it weighs 1 pound, 14 ounces. which is huge. And a regular potato only weighs almost 15 ounces. So there is a big difference between these two. But a pound. I mean, there is a pound.
Can you imagine how long it would take to bake that?
It would take forever to bake
Whole
this.
baked potato.
Yeah, I mean, wow. That would be your entire meal. That would be your entire meal right there. Well, a few weeks ago, I told you all that Ashley and Kevin had gone looking for her another car, and she had looked online, and she went to this one place that she's bought her cars from before, and she came home that night because she didn't find anything. So her car ran fine for a little while, and you know, when your car's running fine, you kind of tend to forget that it had issues. And even though she spent, what, $6,000, $8,000 on it recently, you just tend to forget that it had problems because you take it for granted that you're going to be able to go out and get in it and go and rip and run, and it's going to be fine. So you probably know where this is going. Last night she called, it was yesterday afternoon she called, and she said that she had gone out to her car and it wouldn't start, wouldn't even turn over. So she was going to get a jump, and if the jump was successful, then she would know that it was her battery and she needed a new battery. Well, the jump didn't even work. So she had to call the place that she's gotten it fixed to come and tow it, or call to have them, they ordered a tow maybe. So her car is once again back out there. And so this time I told her, I said, you know, she was being kind of picky before about what kind of car she gets, and I get it. You know, you don't want to be paying car payments on something that you hate. However, just speaking from experience, Kevin and I had a car that I hated for years. I thought it was the ugliest thing, and I won't tell you what color it was because a lot of you might have a car that color, but it was the ugliest thing I had ever seen in my life. I would have never chosen a car that color, but Kevin, when he went and got it, he got it without me, and which was fine. I was like busy at home. Maybe Ashley was a baby or something and I couldn't be there, but he got what we could afford. And so that's what you do. You get what you can afford and what runs, and it's going to get you to work back and forth, not necessarily the prettiest thing on the block. So speaking from experience, I have had an ugly car. So for me, Ashley cannot afford to be so picky. So a couple weeks ago when she and Kevin were looking, she was still in that picky phase. And I told her, I said, when you get it back this time, you can't afford to be that picky again, and you're just gonna have to get something. You're gonna have to get something, and I've showed her a couple that are actually right here in town, so that would be a lot more convenient than going out of town where they've been going, and apparently it's like a mega car lot where they've been going, and so like they like drive you from one area to the next because it's so big. So anyway, that's what's going on with her car. I told her she wanted to go look at some of those cars last night, and I said, there's no point. You don't have your car. They're going to want to know, what does your car look like? They can't even tell you what kind of a trade-in they'll give you without having your car there. And I said, and you don't want to tell them where it's at. You don't want to tell them, oh, it's in the shop because it's not running. So when she gets her car back, I'll let you all know what they say, what's wrong with it, and how much it costs this time. And then you'll probably be hearing, hopefully, about Ashley getting another car, because this GMC, it's just not cutting it. It's just, it's been a horror story, really. Kevin called me at lunch and said that Ashley's car, the deal with it is the starter. Of course, the starter has absolutely nothing to do with everything else that has gone on with it these past few months. So this is a problem all of its own, so they have to put a new starter in it. It'll be about $200. Hopefully they will be able to get it in today. I guess it depends on if they have a part or not, because she borrowed my dad's truck last time she had something go wrong with her car, she borrowed my dad's truck. So she borrowed his truck again today. So hopefully they can get it fixed and they can go pick it up this afternoon. So I just wanted to let you know that's what's going on with it. I still think she would be smart to get rid of it, although, you know, it could go either way. She could keep the car and it could not have any other problem with it at all because she's fixed everything. Or it could keep going. You just don't know. So for me, even though she spent all this money, it's not worth it in the end to keep it. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know what was going on with it. We just got a box at the front door, and it says it's from Hallmark. I hope that it's nothing breakable though, because it doesn't feel like there's any padding in it. It feels like it's just loose. So Kevin's not here. Kevin is at work still, so I figured I'm gonna go ahead and open this, and I'm gonna try to there we go. Now I should be able to get my hand under it. Oh, hold on. A little bit more. This knife is so sharp that it'll cut through anything. Somebody from the UK told me that they aren't allowed to even like own knives like this or buy them in the store or what. It's a great knife. I mean, how do they expect you to open the boxes? It says it came from FedEx. What is this? Celebrate a fresh start, support a dream, help a stranger, give it your all, bring people big, be kind, hug often, love always, lift a spirit, brighten a day, share a smile. There's all kinds of things on here. Let's see what this is. Oh, wow. Wow, this is a willow tree angel. I know exactly what this is. Ashley has gotten a willow tree angel before, and this is paw prints on your heart saying goodbye to your best friend. Yes, this is a book, and it's about the loss of your pet. As you're mourning this deep loss and reliving favorite memories of silly playtimes and sleepy snuggles, remember, it's totally okay to cry, then laugh, then cry again. Pets are a part of our family, and that becomes clearer than ever when we're missing them so much. We realize how much we relied on their constant warm presence. We wish we could hold them and pet them forever. We wish we could tell them how much they mean to us and that we'll always remember them. But they already know. They have a way of teaching us about love, loyalty, joy, and friendship. And pets take care of us as much as we take care of them. Friends like that don't come around very often. Fur babies make it so hard to say goodbye and impossible to forget them. Reminders of them show up everywhere. The jingle of car keys sound like their collar. A few stray kibbles of food are swept up. A creak in the house must be them coming to find you. I thought that last night. We were sitting on the couch. Kevin and I were watching TV. And I thought I heard a little clicking on the floor. And I thought, oh, Guido's gotten up to come in here. Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't Guido.
And maybe there's some peace in knowing our sweet companions will make a lot of good friends in pet paradise. Even though none of those friends could ever replace their very best friend, you. You shared a closeness and companionship like family, because that's what pets are. It's hard to say who was luckier, you or your four-legged friend. It was one heck of a story from beginning to end, and you loved every moment of it, and you lived every moment of it together. You gave them everything, a safe place to snuggle and run and play, late night love when they were sick, praise in that goofy voice just for them, and hugs and kisses just because. And they gave you their world, adoration and companionship through every day, every car ride, zillions of photos on your phone, and the best example of what it means to be loving, faithful, and full of life. Even though saying goodbye is like losing a paw print shaped piece of your heart, I hope it brings you comfort to know that your sweet friend rests easy now. It's unfair that our fur babies' time on earth is so short. We want to share their companionship forever, but with the brevity of their lives comes the specialness of knowing time together is precious. So we treat them with all the love we have to give and all the treats we have to give for all the time we have to love them. And the best part is, whatever love you give them, they return it 1,000%. No matter what you call them, little buddy, Shoompaloo, sometimes butthead, pets are furry angels. Mischievous angels, angels with tails, angels who purr or bark or make other questionable noises. No matter what, all have a pet door in paradise. Pet paradise where the couches are extra cuddly, the ear scratches and belly rubs are never ending, there's more squeaky toys and batting balls than you can imagine, and the food bowls are always overflowing. The bridge to this forever place stretches like a rainbow for all animals to cross. And this little soul left a rainbow in your heart. God's creatures are the faithful companions and devoted guardians of sacred spaces in our homes and our hearts. And though love might not stay in the same place, it never goes away. Their spirit lives on, still by your side and taking up the biggest corner of the bed. A best friend like yours will leave paw prints on your heart forever. That was so good. Let me see this. It's a good thing I'm not filming my face. Good grief. I hope this piece has personal meaning just for you. A little reminder, a reflection, a gesture that marks a memory. I invite you to visit www.willowtree.com to share stories about this piece and others. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh. That's wonderful. Hold on, let me get it out of here. And so you put it on the stand. Look, she's holding a dog. I love this. And you put it here. I'll take the tag off of it so that it's not distracting from it. That is so nice. So nice. Did it have a name on this? I don't see. where it says who it's from. I can imagine who this is from. I want to say that this is probably from Sheila, because she told me she was sending me something and she said she hoped it made me feel better, but they did not put her name anywhere on here. Her name is literally not, it's not, I don't want to show the slips of paper that I have in here because I don't know if it'll give away my address, but yeah, it does not have. Sheila, I'm sure this is from you. Thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate this so much. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate this. So Kevin has come home from work, and we've come out to the automotive place to pick up Ashley's car, and so Kevin's going to go in and get her keys or whatever, and then we'll be on our way home, and I'm going to drive his car home, and he's going to drive Ashley's car home because she had a staff meeting this afternoon, and so then she has to get ready for a sub tomorrow, but she might have a training day tomorrow. So anytime they have a training day, she has to get work ready for a sub to do, for work for the students that the sub can hand out. So this place closes at 5:30, and who knows if she would have gotten home in time? Probably not, because it's 4:35 right now. So, and Kevin didn't even stop at the house when he got back into town from work. He just literally picked me up in the driveway, and then we came on out here. So Ashley probably wouldn't have gotten home in time to pick her car up for tomorrow, but I'm thinking my dad's going to want his, it's very nice of him to loan his truck to her, but he's going to want that truck back tomorrow. They have another car, but I know that if his wife is driving the car, then he doesn't want to feel stuck at home. So we'll have to take that back to him when she gets in town tonight. So anyway, I just want to tell you, we are getting her car back, and hopefully it runs okay, because Kevin's going to be driving it, and the road that we have to pull out on from this place is extremely busy, especially this time of day with people getting off work, and it's raining. So yeah, adds a little bit of a stress level to it. So we're back with Ashley's car. It was a total of $196 for the new starter. When we went to go get her car, we had to pass the vet's office, and I hadn't even thought about that when we left here. It's the first time, there's going to be a lot of firsts, I know, but that was the first time that we had been past the vets since last week, and it hasn't even been a week. So today's Tuesday, and that was last Thursday. So anyway, that box that I opened up earlier with the willow tree angel was from Sheila. And Sheila, I got your card today too. Thank you so much. You planned that perfectly, that I got the gift from Hallmark and the card on the same day. So I really appreciate you thinking of me. It means a lot to me. Well, we have a box opening for you. This is from, who did you say? This is from Stuckey's in Atlanta, Georgia.
Isn't that barbecue?
Stuckey's, we've tried things from them. We've tried, like, when you've gone over to the convenience store. The bread store.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the bread discount store. We've tried some of their Pappies.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
this
thinking
is their,
like Stuckley's or something barbecue.
Yeah, this says, Dear Tammy and Kevin, I've enjoyed watching your reviews of our Stuckey's products, pecan log roll, pralines, peanut and pico brittle. Yeah, the taffy.
Yeah. It's all really good.
Yes, and we don't see those a lot around here. You have to go in that bread discount store to get them. I don't know why.
Go in there very often.
I thought you might enjoy some of our delicious flavored pecans, plus our famous Divinity.
Yeah.
I love Divinity. Stuckey's was founded in 1937 in Eastman, Georgia, by my grandfather,
Oh, that's cool.
Sylvester, W.S. Sylvester Stuckey Sr. It started as a pecan stand on the side of the road, and
Like they have in England.
sales took off when my grandmother added her homemade candies to the mix. Stuckey's grew to a chain in over 30 states, offering souvenirs, snacks, candy, gas, and clean restrooms
That's cool.
on the interstate highway. That's important too. I hope you'll review our products and let us know what you think. Stephanie, thank
cool.
you. I doubt Stephanie's watching this, but when we do the review of whatever she sent, I'll make sure that I read that information again, because I think it's always nice to hear about the company when you can. Yes, we've never seen this around here. This is their Pecan Divinity. Yeah, I would remember the packaging and the name and everything, and we just don't have this.
There's a bunch of these, so
Wow.
I'm just gonna pull them up.
This is toasted and salted pecans made with sea salt, honey roasted pecans, vanilla bourbon, honey glazed,
It's a
honey
nice pecan.
cinnamon.
Yeah.
And you know these aren't cheap, and they sent these to us. This is more Pecan Divinity,
And that's just the little ball.
and these are little balls of pecan. So instead of having it in
A log
like a
form.
log form, you can have it in this form. Well, that was really awesome. And Stephanie, if you do happen to be watching this, I doubt she is, but I really appreciate this. And of course, we'll review all of this, because I know that foods like this are not cheap at all. So I really appreciate it.
Did she give her email address?
That
is that
is,
just a
that's
generic?
the website. No, that's her email.
No, well then we might email her.
And let her know
When we did the
going
videos,
on. That is awesome. And now, this video kind of has a theme, which is me crying. So
Hey, you know what? It takes time.
If you've stuck in this far in the video, then, you know, all I can say is I'm sorry, and I don't mean to be upset all the time. You all have lost animals as yourselves, and so you know how it is. I know I'm not the only one who's ever lost a family member. You never know when it's getting really bad, or you usually don't with a pet, because they can't vocalize. They can't tell you, you know, today's an especially bad day. And so we just didn't know. I have cried every single day. At some point, it has just hit me. But I want to thank Nancy. I want to thank you for your sympathy card. I read your letter that you wrote inside. Thank you so very, very much. And then this one is from Stephanie. I want to thank Stephanie. I really appreciate that. And Stephanie said, I cried as much as you did in your video. She said that he may be gone, but he'll never be forgotten. And so thank you. So what I wanted to tell you is, when we took him to the vet for the last time, we decided that we wanted to have him cremated. Kevin did not want to bury him because Kevin and I have discussed it, and we don't want to be buried. We want to go in the mausoleum. So Kevin's like, I don't want to bury him. And so when we first made that video, the day that he passed away, I said that we were going to have him cremated, and I would probably take that box and put it in the backyard. I've decided since then, you know, things change after you've had a little while for it to settle in. And I have decided that I want to actually keep that
At least for a while.
inside, yes. Yes. I may change my mind later.
You may not.
I may not. I don't think I will. I think I'm going to keep this inside, but I wanted to give you, some people may think this is morbid. I hope that this is helpful to somebody.
Because I never knew.
Yeah, we don't know. We didn't know. In our area for this service, It was $189.36.
100 of that was just for the cremation and to get his remains sent back.
Right.
So
and
the
then
$80
the $89
was for him to get put to sleep.
Right. So they give him the soothing medication first to put him to sleep like he's going to have an operation or something, and then for the final medicine. And so so that is how much it costs in our area. I'm sure it varies greatly in other areas, but today is Wednesday.
And that was
Thursday. It was last Thursday, and Kevin went and picked up his remains today. We have not, oh, it has his name on it, Guido Dunn.
I was just seeing if it had our address. It doesn't.
We went and picked it up today. This is what it is.
I have no clue what's in here. I haven't looked.
Certificate of cremation. This certifies that your beloved companion, Guido Dunn, was cremated on the 31st day of January. So the very next day.
Oh, the next day, yeah.
We took him on the 30th, and this was the 31st. These services were performed with the utmost respect by Bluegrass Pet Crematorium in Lexington, Kentucky. And you know what? I really appreciate them putting that in there, because this is going to sound completely morbid, but since I've never been through this before and know nothing of it, my question to Kevin was, you can imagine they cremate more than one dog at a time. I mean, that would just make sense.
Yeah. It costs too much to do one at a time.
Right. That just makes sense. So I'm wondering... I wondered if there was some. They might. I wondered if there was some way that they like divide up the bed, because we've all seen the a crematorium. I wonder if they divide up the bed into so that they can put multiple dogs. That way you can make sure you're getting back your dog. But them giving me this, and I love it that they said the utmost respect, because he deserved that. And so this is a saying goodbye, coping with the loss of a family pet. And I will read that later. It's just a little pamphlet that talks about dealing with death. And so let's see what...
Just tissue paper. They said there was going to be a paw print or something. But I don't know if it's his paw or...
I think that is Guido's paw, because look at the claw. I don't know.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, Guido did.
Yeah, they made a little clay impression. Is it made out of clay? It looks like
it's hard, yeah.
Or plaster.
Yeah, that looks.
It looks like Guido.
Like Guido. That's wonderful. This is not something, I know it looks like a Christmas ornament.
And some people might use it.
Some people might. I won't, because I'll tell you why. I would be devastated if this got broken.
Something happened.
I would be.
You will attach it or put it near the box.
I would be heartbroken if it broke, if it fell off the tree and got broken. So I will not put. It's not worth it to me to hang it up on the tree. Usually, one ornament is sacrificed every year. So, fortunately, it's all been ones I don't care about anyway. Oh. It says, until we meet again at the Rainbow Bridge.
I've heard people say that, the Rainbow Bridge.
There's a poem.
Is there?
Yeah. And
you can tell I'm a poet. Oh, that's very pretty.
So this is the bag. And I guess you can keep this in the bag.
Yeah, but I don't know why you'd want to. It's sealed. It should be.
Yeah. How do they do that?
It's slid on, I'm sure.
Oh, and it says Boonesboro Animal Clinic, that's our vet. Guido Dunn cremated January 31st, 2020, and then it gives a number.
I think that's
I see the bottom. It slides.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
And they've got it sealed.
Yeah, they have it sealed with this, but you could easily, if you wanted to, it's your.
Some people scatter ashes.
Yeah, some people will scatter them. This is your loved one. If you want to look at them, you can look at them. but it's a heavy box.
It's very
do you want to
pretty.
hold
It's inlaid with flowers.
But that is something that looks
I thought
like
it's clear because it's all blurry to me.
that looks like a jewelry box to me.
Yeah, that's very nice.
It's very pretty, and I like it. I think that was well worth $100.
And you get to look at that.
Yes, and I get to have him back, in the house, And if I want to be a crazy person and talk to that box or do whatever, then I can, But he's, I can have him in the house, and so I'm just really glad about that. So I just wanted to let you all know that he's already back home. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm glad he's back home, and I'm glad this is over with. It's been much harder than I ever thought it would be, and yeah, I said this before. I could go on and on about it. So
this is the end of a chapter,
Yeah, it is. So I appreciate all the love and support. I've read every one of your messages on the video, and I've read them all. I haven't responded, but I have read every comment. I've read on Instagram, I've read on Facebook. I promise I've read all of your comments, and the outpouring of love was just, you really touched both of us. So thank you very much. I cannot bear to go through and comment on each one, or I'll lose it. I mean, I just can't. But just know that I have read them, and I really appreciate it very much. So I'm going to end the vlog for the week. I wanted to tell you that Boonesboro Animal Clinic, where our vet, where we took Guido for years, for his whole life, they sent me a sympathy card, so I thought that was really nice. But I wanted to also give you the correct numbers. The paper that we were reading off of that you would have just seen in the video, it wasn't written out, but I can give you the exact numbers. It was the euthanasia was only $56. The cremation was $130. So that's where it was, and then you have sales tax. So cremation $130, euthanasia $56. So I wanted to make sure that I gave you the right amounts, but I still think it was very worth it. I decided to put the box with Guido's paw print on the mantle in the den, and so last night it touched my heart, because we watched TV out in the den, and we got up and went to turn out the lights, and Kevin, he said, "Here's what you do," and he kissed his hand and he put it on that box, and he said, "Goodnight, pig." Because we called him a pig, because we said he doesn't look like a pug, he looks like a pig, and he would snort and make all kinds of noises like a pig. So Kevin said, "Goodnight, pig," and I just once again I lost it. Thank you for watching. Thank you once again for all of your support and your love. We appreciate it very much, and we'll see you next week.